Hello guys, my name is Armin. In today's episode, Learning Revizto, we want to take a look at the Revizto plugin in Navisworks. So you guys know that we can export models from Navisworks to Revizto. You can schedule how often you can update those models. Whenever your models updated in Navis, you can see the updated version and you can schedule it in Revit. So also you can sync the clashes. You can do much more in Navis and communicate all of those to your Revit cell model. Also, issues, you can track the issues, you can create the new issues in Navis, and you can kind of see all of those in your Revizto model. It's a great tool, and today I want to go over all of those features and options that you have in the plugin Ribbon. Without further ado, let's jump into Revizto so we can take a look at the Ribbon.
In today's episode, we're going to take a look at Navisworks plugin for Revizto. We did review in the previous videos how you can export models from Revit into Revizto. You can basically do the same thing from your Navisworks. So this is a great feature for Revit. So it's going to give you ability to export your models that you have in your Navisworks model and send everything to Revit. So in order to do that, we have our merge models. You can go to a ribbon on top when you install your Revit. So you'll be able to see the Revit ribbon. You have publish, issue tracker, new issues, sync flashes, scheduler, and link to Revizto project. So you're gonna go through all of these one by one and kind of explain exactly what these are. So as a exporter, first things we need to create an export view, right? So let's say I want to export this view from my Navis to Revizto. So what I'm gonna do, you can basically, let's say I want to do the architectural overlay transparency. Let's just make it like a 50%. So I want to do like this one magenta color. So what I was trying to kind of show you guys is you can adjust every single thing that you want in Navis, and you basically send that view any way you want to your actual Revizto. So I'm just gonna show you a few color transparency, whatever I want to change to kind of show. So I did all the electrical yellow, mechanical magenta color, plumbing. Let's say everything is going to be green. So when you're happy with this, I'm going to come to the save viewpoint. Just create a view. So export to Revizto from Navisworks. So this is going to be my actual view. So make sure it keeps all of those. If you want to do it for the future, come to edit, check the hide high override appearances. So everything is basically the way that you have, and then make sure you kind of update the view when you check these hide like a save attribute basically for the hidden object, also for all the appearances that you want to adjust. So when you're kind of happy with this update, you can hit save. I'm going to hit save real quick so you can save everything that I have. So when I create my export 3D view from my Navis, I can simply go to publish to Revizto. When I click on it, it's going to open up same process that we had in our actual Revit export. So if you want to link to existing, if you want to create a project, so this is the first time we're going to create a project. Later on, if you want to update this, you create an existing project. So what is the name of it? Let's just put it Navisworks to Revit. So let me just make it merge model. For example, this is our name. And then right here, you need to select the view. So you can see right here, the view that I created in my saved viewpoints are shown like right here. If you have many viewpoints, everything is going to be shown over here. Make sure you select the proper name so you can grab it each time. The other options that I have, if you have many viewpoints over here, you want to send all of them, you check this box. If you want to check all the texture from the model, you check that. All the lines you can, if you want, compatibility mode or line object. So I'll just kind of go on this. You guys can read the published line as 3D objects with previous Revizto version. So I want to make sure it's kind of compatible with the different version that you're going to send stuff in. So if I do the line object, it's basically it's going to give you the warning that you want to make sure if you want to go on the compatibility mode or you want to pick to this actual version. So I would not recommend sending lines because I just hide them in my models. If you have any point cloud, you in your model, you can kind of check these box and kind of select them into different qualities and see how it's gonna look like. You can send those. You can go to the advanced settings. It's gonna open up another box for your publish model with no changes detected. So it's basically says only change models are published to Revizto. However, in rare cases, Revizto cannot delete that model was changed, right? And then what I would recommend, always just check these box, leave it as a default, do not check that one. So if you right now when we create this model, basically the Revizto is gonna get connected to the Navisworks. And next, when you're happy with all of this, simply just push publish. So I'm gonna push publish. Probably is gonna take some time based on how big your model is, and it's gonna export to Revit. So the actual export is done. You guys can see the actual models is basically right here with all the adjusted items, with the color coded and everything that we kind of put together and send. If you want to go to the selection tree to see what it is, this is our merge model. So I can kind of open it up. You can see all the files that we have right here is all the NWCs that came from with all the levels and everything basically right here, right? So basically it's gonna show what we got. We can go to the map. You will be able to see what's going on or not configured. So I can kind of adjust it. Use the level of the issue and flash. Let's just select architectural. So this is gonna be all the level that we have. So it's basically selecting everything per level that we can kind of look at the models and see how everything is gonna look like. You'll be able to kind of see all of them. If there's gonna be any room names that you have from the Revit exported to your Navis, you should be able to see them here. If there's not like these projects, so you cannot see those names. So it's exactly the same process that you see from your Revit to actual Revit. So you'll be able to see it over here as well. So if I open up my Navis, right here, I want to go through these items for you as well. So the other important is just the scheduler. So this one is basically give you the ability to update it, right? Like each time when you send stuff in. And it's an easy process. You can the task name, you can say like a weekly update. For example, let me just type it properly. Weekly update. So select the project that we want to send in. So this is the one that I want. It's basically this is the one that I sent in. Um, this already linked. So if you don't want to unlink them and connect it to something else, you want to send it somewhere else, you'll be able to kind of do that. The publish settings is basically right here. The default review is basically this view that we created. We want to send textures, or we don't want to send any other viewpoints that you create over here in your model. So when you save that, you'll be able to kind of see, okay, when you want to do this, right? You want to do every week, every 2 weeks, or you want to create a custom. And for every week, if you say, I want to do it every Tuesday and Sunday, for example, or some time, and then you can also specify the end date and hit save, and you'll be able to kind of create this. So you can see basically it's going to identify this as a schedule that Tuesday, Sundays, model is going to go at, like a midnight, and then you'll be able to do it. If you want to do a duplicate these and adjust and create a different schedule for a different model, you can do that. If you want to edit it, you can click on it. If you want to delete, you simply kind of click on this and then it kind of click delete it, and you can kind of go over and create your own schedule again. So this is exactly what you can put together real quick and kind of send. And you don't need to do this every single time. You just create your scheduler and send this over. You just need to update your model in your Navisworks, do your stuff, and everything goes. A link Revizto, you don't need to do anything with this because when you create it, you can basically see the first time that we send it and publish, these are linked. So you don't need to do this each time unless you want to change the link. If you want to change it, connect to a different project, yes, come here and adjust. If not, just leave it as is. Issue tracker. So let's just create one issue. I want to create an issue over here. I want to show you that how it basically you can create one issue on one platform. You can see it over there as well. So in Navis, I clicked on create a new issue. It opens up for me. Let's say I want to say this is my issue area. I mean, you can kind of play with all of that. You want to do your markups, like anything you want. When you say, okay, everything is good, just say, kind of facade issue. Let's just name it this for now. Create. You can see it's basically everything is created over here with the facade for the issue, and I'm able to kind of see this, right? So everything is done. I'm good. If I click on this, it says this is a switchback. So it's kind of take you back between the two platform. So if I click a switchback, it basically bring me back here, also so I can see what the issue is. If I click on the issue tracker, I'll be able to see the issue on the Revit cell. So you can also create the issue in Revizto and then kind of place it over here, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create an issue. You can see kind of right here. Just say facade 2, and then I'm just gonna say, okay, so here's an issue right there. Issue done. So I kind of created it. This is all done. And right now I kind of create the issue over here. So if I click on it, if you say, okay, I don't want to see this all the time, you can switch back. It basically take you back and forth to the item. And when you kind of click on the issue tracker, you'll be able to kind of see everything. So it's exactly you'll be able to see if you create an issue in Navis, you will be able to see the location and everything inside the actual Revizto. And if you create issue over there, you'll be able to kind of see the location in your Navis by going through like the issue tracker or creating a new issues. The sync clashes kind of follow the same process. So basically, it's going to open up the actual clash detection box that you have in your Navis, and you can select all the clashes that you want, and he's going to kind of send all of those based on the set and everything to um, Navis, from Navis to Revizto. We're gonna have a very detailed video on clashes, but right now I just want you guys to know you can do that. You can sync the clashes between the two platforms. You can run your clashes here, create everything in your search set, run your clashes, and you can sync it, and you'll be able to kind of see what's going on over there in Revizto and basically do this between the two platforms. So for now, I want you guys to kind of understand that this ribbon is going to give you a lot of power in Navis to basically talk and communicate with Revizto. You can link the project, you can update your model weekly or daily, whatever you have, and you can create that schedule model to schedule it and say when you're going to update your Revizto, and you can share your Revizto model with the Revizto user and put it on cloud. You can create an issue in your issue tracker. You'll be able to see it over here. You can also, anything that you create on right here in Navis, you'll be able to see it in your issue tracker log in the Revizto model. So you know where the issues are. You can assign them. You can communicate everything with your team. Hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you like the content, make sure to subscribe and leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.